So we've been talking all about it and building up to the mega countdown of iPhone 7, which was finally released 10:30 p.m. India time by Apple CEO Tim Cook. Here's a look at what this iPhone 7 contains.
Truly uninterrupted form, we've developed a whole new process to achieve our high-gloss finish.
It's the best iPhone that we have ever created. This is iPhone 7.
Apple launches its new iPhones, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. The new iPhones get a refreshed design. There are no antenna lines at the back and the phones would come in two new colors, black. The home button has been redesigned with new Force Touch. Both the phones are IP67 certified, which means they are waterproof and dustproof. One of the main highlights of the iPhone 7 is the new 12-megapixel sensor. You get optical image stabilization for better low picture quality, a new 6-element f1.8 aperture lens, quad LED with true tone flash, and a new 7-megapixel front camera. The newest iPhone models will come with a new image processor, which Apple claims delivers better and faster pictures. And as was widely rumored, iPhone 7 Plus gets the dual camera setup. One of the cameras is a wide-angle lens and the other a telephoto lens that can zoom 2 times in high quality without using any software. The telephoto lens means the camera can zoom up to 10 times with software zoom. Apple has ditched the 3.5mm headphone jack. The iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus will come with Lightning AirPods that connect via the same port as the charger. It will also come with an adapter that converts traditional headphones to Lightning ones. Along with the Lightning AirPods, Apple also announced their new wireless AirPod that are powered by Apple's new W1 wireless chip. The iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus run on a new 64-bit 4-core chip called the A10 Fusion. It runs 40% faster than the previous iPhone 6s. The new iPhones also get a bump in battery life and storage. You get a 32GB base variant and a 256GB top variant.
This is iPhone 7. It makes all the things you do with your iPhone better, faster, and more powerful. 2 new finishes, black and jet black, highlight its seamless design.
The iPhone 7 32GB version is priced at $649, whereas the 7 Plus is priced at $769. There's no word yet on the India launch price and date. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, we have Gaurav here, our in-house tech expert, who's joining us with a fancy hat this morning. Gaurav, how do you plan to first pull in money? About 50 to 60,000 is what's being pegged for the Indian market. And if you look at iPhone, I think I am from the 3-year back iPhone because I have 5C with me. So tell us, what are the new features for our consumers to look forward to in iPhone 7 this Diwali when it's launched?
Well, Devina, it's for the first time in the history of iPhone launch that all the rumors and leaks actually came true, and it was more like ticking those check boxes. So yes, there are incremental changes in almost every department. Design from the front looks the same, but as we said, from the rear, the antenna bands are gone. And there are 2 new colors that are now available. You have the jet black and the black. And there's a redesigned home button. You get a faster processor. It's waterproof, dustproof, and perhaps the biggest feature of the iPhone 7 would be the dual camera setup. You have a 12-megapixel camera setup here, 1 telephoto and 1 wide angle, but that would be available only the iPhone 7 Plus, the higher version. And yes, storage, that was the biggest issue. Now the base variant is 32GB and it goes up to 256GB, so that's sorted.
So you have a new design, you have a redesigned home button, water and dust proof is what this iPhone is, and iPhone watch as well that has been released in this event. Well, Gaurav, that was on his way to the mega event where Tim Cook had a card car karaoke. And what an event it was, because you started with Mario, which was a game known in some 90s, and it's now available on iPhone as well. Many such announcements that were made in that event.
Also, Pokemon Go finally comes to the Apple Watch. Now it's more on the fitness side. It will actually motivate you to run, and if you're hatching those eggs and you're walking around, it will count as your workout. Now the Apple Watch finally gets its new version. It's called the Apple Watch Series 2. The design pretty much remains the same. It has a new processor, dual core processor. It's again swim proof, which means you can actually go underwater to up to 50 meters, and that's pretty much it. And they've also introduced a couple of new color options.
Basically the watch that you're wearing, let me show it to our viewers, this watch is going to get redundant. Many people on the social media also saying Apple going back to 1800 to resurrect their fortunes with the iPhone watch, which is water resistant. Take a look.
I'd now like to turn to new products, beginning with Apple Watch.
Apple Watch finally gets its long overdue upgrade. Apple has announced the new Apple Watch Series 2 at its annual September event in San Francisco. The watch looks similar to its predecessor. The change is in the hardware and the OS. Apple Watch Series 2 is a sports watch now. The watch gets a water-resistant shell, which means the watch is swim-proof for up to 50 meters. The watch also gets a built-in GPS, which allows the device to perform mapping on its own. No phone required. The Series 2 has a dual-core processor. Apple says it's 50% faster than its predecessor, with double the graphic performance thanks to a new GPU. The display is now 50% brighter as well. The watch comes in 3 versions: aluminum, stainless steel and ceramic. The company has also renewed its long-standing partnership with Nike with a special Nike Plus version of the Apple Watch. This watch is designed for the runners. The aluminum sport version of the Apple Watch Series 2 will start at $369, as will the Nike Plus edition. The original Apple Watch is being rebranded as Series 2 and will start at $269, though it will come with the upgraded S2 dual-core processor. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, with the Apple's new announcement, this is how the stock performed on the Dow Jones. Very minimal change on the US stock listing. And this is a historical trend that we have seen in Apple, that the day of the announcement, the stock doesn't go up that much. The investors are already feeling the pinch with global sales falling down for Apple India. Now, on Apple globally as well, you have China, where there has been a biggest drop. 15% drop in global iPhone sales for Q3 has been reported, as well as in China and Hong Kong, which are the biggest markets of iPhone 7, where there has been a second consecutive quarter decline. So the main focus now will be to revive these markets. But it's the Android which is eating into the Apple iPhone share, because many Android lovers going to the other side, not jumping the fence and coming to iPhone 7. So Gaurav, before we let you go quickly, here's a bit of trivia for our viewers. Android versus Apple, which one do you go for?
Well, iPhone is like a complete device, and you have so many Android phones with different features, but the closest that comes to the iPhone 7 was the Samsung Galaxy S7 or perhaps the Note 7, but that's been recalled. LG is just before Apple's launch announced their new phone, the V20. It has power pack feature. It also has a dual camera setup, but then Apple has done incremental changes in all department, and it looks like a complete package except for the price.
And that is 60,000, and many people saying it on social media, who is willing to buy my kidney so that I can afford an Apple iPhone? And not only that, the announcement coming at a time when Galaxy Note 7 has seen some controversy around it. So will that impact Apple's fortunes? We'll need to wait and watch. But thanks, Gaurav, for joining us and breaking it all down for us. So if you are hoping to get your iPhone 7, Diwali budget is what you need to rejig a little bit.